Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, doo-dah day.
Sorry, too many computers going at once right now. Trying to make sure that I did not just make a freaking faux pas. Okay, that is tonight's link. I did not click in the comments. I did not click in the private chat. Okay, I think that mistake went by unnoticed, which is, more than I can say for the rest of my freaking life. I'm Dan Hollifield. Welcome to Last Man Standing. With me tonight, we have Joe Botman, we have Aunt Donna, we have Emily, and several other people have been invited if they have time. Uncle Carl, you're awake. Get your ass in here. I mean, seriously. Yeah, you took good meds. We're asking you to come in the show and show us how good those meds were. You have a reputation to exceed. The look on Donna's face. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Might have to take the good meds more often, huh?
You're rising to the challenge.
And we have the ever darling Megan. And if you do not know who Megan is, she is the official. If you go to Hallowcon and you go away hungry, it ain't her fault. She's been cooking for a week before the show starts, so. All right, you expect him to monologue the entire time?
Yeah, we're waiting for you.
Yep. You said you had one set up and everything.
Look, somebody just say something. I mean, seriously, I need to drink this beer.
Something.
Can I
We're waiting for you to take a sip to be able to say something.
Yeah.
Can I smoke in the room? I put it on private chat earlier and no one answered.
It's cool. Emily.
It does not matter.
I'm
You
so excited.
can either
So you
post
just
it
can't
to the
hide it?
camera or you can just go ahead. I mean, seriously, I'm not going to get arrested. And you're in a state where it's legal, so there you go.
And I'm white. It really sucks, but that honestly makes a difference. It sucks that it does make a difference, but it's true.
Well, there are a few of us that it doesn't make a difference with. Believe it or not.
Well, no. I meant the police.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I meant the police. Oh, you did? Oh, the ones up here, the Illinois cops are.
Having had several
Megan
family
is
members.
retired from law enforcement, so
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. That's awesome.
Having had several family members in various Illinois police units, yeah, Emily is young and cute and female. The only way it could be better would be if she would be blonde.
Yep. Or if my hair was longer, if I looked like more of the typical female.
But you've got 2 out of the 3 requirements for
True. Yeah. Which
well,
is
you could always buy one of those purple hit girl wigs and then
I have
pretend.
multiple wigs. I've got pink wigs. I got a wig that glows in the dark. I've got a tiny red wig. It's a red bob. I've got a bunch of wigs.
And we finally have the ever elusive cryptid Uncle Carl.
You're
Hey,
okay.
Richmond dude.
How you doing?
And for those who have not watched Stupid O'Clock yet, this pretty much sums it up.
It's fine.
In coming in here, I hit the wrong link and I ended up talking
Over
to
there.
Joe and Zach. Yeah, they kicked me out. That's okay.
Well, you know that they'll be there for hours. They won't grace us with their presence, but
I hear a
I
kitty
wish they would.
head over.
Yeah, Mocha's just wants she thinks she needs this kind of the human nip, and she doesn't need human nip.
No.
So
No.
she's she's
it is-
upset about it.
It is illegal in Illinois to let your cat smoke your cigar.
Mm-hmm.
That is a law that is on the books.
Oh yeah, I love looking up weird laws. I haven't done that since like 2017, since pre-COVID. So see, I stutter too.
Well, there's one you won't have to look up because you just learned it.
Thank you for teaching me. I learn new things every day.
And yet my Siamese Loki would come over and go, "Mom, give me a hit. Sniff, sniff. Give me a hit, Mom."
Please, just one.
Lindsay will occasionally buy catnip
Mm-hmm.
and spread it on the front porch.
Yeah.
We have one long-haired tuxedo cat that will walk up, look her directly in the eye from 5 feet down,
Mm-hmm.
and he will go, "Got any papers?"
Yeah.
Seriously, this is the body language of that particular, so laid back that he's got the copyright on being laid back. This is my supplemental income. Don't mess with it. The cat gets paid for being laid back.
I may have made a mistake. My friend who goes vacation this time of year down in Pigeon Forge, yeah, that's it, area, which is somewhere around Chattanooga.
It's way to the east, but
Close enough.
about 5 hours. Yeah.
Hey, in Illinois, that's a short drive.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're not even to Chicago yet.
Yeah.
But there's a new establishment there called the Cat House, which has accoutrements and 4 feral cats,
Ramonts?
and they sell cat cigars.
Like cat themed cigars or cigars made out of cats?
No.
Cigars for cats.
Cigars for cats made out of catnip.
What? That's
And
crazy.
yeah,
Not saying my thing wasn't crazy, but that's so crazy.
we'll find out next week how to use them when I see her and I get them, because I asked her to pick me up too.
She thought they were regular cigars. With
the cigarette smoking man from the old TV series is going, I wasted my money on cloves. I could have made catnip. Hey.
Well, the mistake is that, Calvin
goes crazy.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was funny when Hobo had his surgery and the wife would give him his pain meds in the morning, and then she'd give him catnip with it also.
Ooh.
Oh, he had a double high going.
Oh yeah, he was that cool cat on the street.
Oh, he wasn't at cloud 9. He was up around 19, 20, somewhere in that area.
He was that cool cat on the street.
Well, the funny thing was, you'd see him just kind of sitting there between the living room and the kitchen, and the eyes would just turn almost black as the pupils dilated. And then he just did this slow kind of...
And my friends is how you make a gangster cat. He doesn't meow anymore. He goes meow.
Yeah, some of our previous cats were like that, and some of them didn't care. They just don't seem to be affected by catnip. But some of our previous cats,
it is different for each different cat. Some of them will relax. Some of them will not react whatsoever. Some of them will actively
get
reject
wired.
It.
Well, some
some of them will get wired. Yeah.
Some are like it's. Some act like it's weed. Some act like it's cocaine. There's.
Yeah.
And that's Calvin. And
well, at least he didn't do what my friend Sky's kitten did. He gave him catnip. He literally climbed the walls.
Oh.
No, Calvin
do it in circles. It was so funny to watch. And then we got Calvin. It's Joe Dog's fault Calvin got catnip.
Well, he said that group of toys, and one of them had a catnip toy in it, and oh my gosh, he got real aggressive. Paranoid and aggressive, so.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm hoping when he grows up, he'll be less like that. Maybe he's enough now.
Ha 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 ha.
But we're gonna see how it works on little BB.
Oh, jeez.
Keep us posted. That's all I can say. We got a ping.
All right, Dawn from the green room.
Dawn. Yes.
Hey, Dawn.
Hello, darling.
Carl? Is that you?
It's a rare sighting, yes.
Yeah, it's me.
Yes, it is.
Last night I could not get to sleep. Every time I lay down, I'd get like sinus problems and be choking.
Yeah.
All this sort of stuff. And so I had to prop myself up. And then I got up for a while. And then I'd go back to bed and get up and go back. So tonight I'm just going to go until I'm all over.
I would offer you some green.
Welcome
this is
to
not
my
the green
world.
room.
Since I took that sinus meds, I'm gonna hold off drinking until it's kind of through. But I appreciate it.
And if he falls over there, that's where he's
Well, I wasn't saying drinking.
Restraint right there. If I take sinus meds, I'm going to keep drinking. I just have to go down the hall more often than normal.
If I take Benadryl, I don't have time to make a drink. Half an hour later, I'm out.
Yeah, Benadryl kicks me in the ass
Benadryl.
usually.
Well, let's see here.
We used to have that good NyQuil in the old days. That coffee, sneezing, how the hell did I end up on my kitchen floor kind of medicine.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't have Benadryl. I hallucinate.
Oh,
Yeah.
We can't have that.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
So, okay,
I
I'm
mean,
still
seriously.
playing with this. Still play with this circle light. Trying to tip the light back, and we could put it on high.
Oh,
whoa!
I forgot about my special light.
And you're pink. And now you're orange. And now you're pink again. Ever since I got this great big huge wide movie the drive-in movie theater sort of monitor, I've been orange because there's no way to make the screen blue tinted.
Yeah.
It used to be I could have filters on the room lights that were blue that would kind of make me look like an actual person instead of a Oompa Loompa. But I'm stuck with this. So, sorry.
Well, no, you look fine, Dan, really. And I've got the subdued lighting because otherwise my head blinds everybody.
I think wasn't it Carl that you had mentioned about having the reflection in my glasses?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to work with here.
Yeah, I took mine off. I wish that StreamYard had a dark mode like everybody else does, because that would...
Yeah, that would solve this problem right there, indeed. And the ambient light with the blue filters would make everything in here actually look realistic rather than orange. But I look like I just spent a week at Daytona.
Okay. So that's not bad like that, is it?
No,
Yeah, that's great.
I feel like I've just spent a week at Daytona.
you just don't want to look like a woman from the
Exorcist.
the X-Men team, you know, where you
Oh, yeah.
you have light coming out of your eyes, you know. Yeah.
Well, maybe she does.
Maybe she does want that.
I can still do it.
Is that one of those holders that has the tablet or the phone holder in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of stuck with that in a way.
It's only a 10-inch. I'd rather have 12 inches. This is not the green room.
Damn.
And
Can I at least say that's what she said?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she said. But it was only $20. I mean, come on.
Well,
That
that's
reminded me of a story of a stripper.
$2 an inch.
Okay,
But I mean,
Joe.
$20 is $20.
Mm-hmm.
He says that and then come on, you gotta tell the story now.
No.
So, okay. She's a nice girl. Not exactly the brightest bulb in the box. Because this is also the same one that when the White Sox won the World Series, she said they won the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's fucking
even
funny.
I know better than that.
So they're at this sub shop. I can't remember which one. And she's looking at the menu, and they had 3 different sizes of sandwiches: 6-inch, 8-inch, and a 12-inch. And she goes, "Well, I've had a 6-inch and I've had a 12-inch.
8
How big
inches
is-
is about the right size.
How big is an 8-inch?"
Yeah.
Say it, Dan.
Well, okay, there's so much that I could work with there, but we're on stream, and this is being broadcast over the internet. But there's so much that I could work with there.
Come here. Come here. Oh, okay.
Who escaped you, Carl?
This one.
Oh,
Kelby!
little ornery shit.
He wants me to go to bed.
I can't believe they were talking
Hobo
about.
is- Oh, go ahead.
That's why I keep the door closed, because the dog is going to try and break down the door and go, hey, hey, hey. I'm
I
asleep.
could not.
She's asleep.
could-
You need to be asleep. And I'm going, excuse me? Did you
Whoa.
work 40 years at the freaking factory? Um,
Boy, Emily's cat's upset.
It's
Say
just,
something's going on.
she's
Um,
just standing in the corner
What were you gonna
staring
say?
at the wall.
Oh, there's something in the wall.
Could be.
Or
Yeah.
on the other side of the door, most likely, too, because I know her and the other cat fight.
Ah,
I can't believe that they were throwing charcoal and stupid o'clock.
not our Joe charcoal.
Oh,
She wouldn't put
oh,
it.
I got nervous there for a second.
You'd have to be able to pick her up first.
Yeah.
hey, Zach can throw whatever he likes, but, we will complain if it's a live animal.
I want to hear
Take
the
your
rocket
charcoal.
camp stories.
Wait, so you can chuck dead animals?
See, I would.
Not easily, but it can be done.
Wait, but you made it sound like it was like okay to chuck dead animals. You made it sound like it wasn't okay to chuck live animals.
Well, it's not okay to check live animals unless they sign a contract. Hey, Michaela.
Oh yeah, Michaela, thank you for being here. Really,
Still at the day job.
Yike. This time of night? Ooh.
Ooh.
Closing
Michaela-
takes time.
Now it's the night job.
Yeah.
yeah, this time of night it better be.
She's doing some cleaning of that.
Yeah,
She likes to do that when there's other people are out of the shop so she can.
out of the way so she can get something done.
Exactly, because I imagine most of them are like, "Can I go now? Can I go now? Can I go?" Get the
Get the hell out.
Yeah.
Get out of my way and let me do what I gotta do.
Yeah, I can hear that now going on. Yeah, we'll find out. She'll answer us here.
So far I am adjusting to being on my last vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And I will have one more day. I've got to go to work. I've got to wake up with the alarm clock and get there on time. And maybe I'll even get my perfect attendance for the year for only working 2 days. Who knows?
That's hysterical. That would be great, please.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles.
Yep. She's cleaning. Get out of my way and let me clean. I can hear her.
Yeah. And actually, I feel the same way about the job that I am going to be leaving. Get out of my way. Let me do what I have to do. And could you please make sure that I don't have to clean up after you in order to start doing my job?
Yeah.
I think it should be. I think we should normalize a few things. One thing that I think we should normalize is that when you're close to retiring, or you need to go home, like in Michaela's case, I think it should be perfectly legal and normal that if someone is stopping you from doing so, you should be able to pick up the nearest heaviest object and hurl it at their head as hard as you can. And I also think it should be legal and normal that if you're going down the interstate in the left-hand lane and somebody gets in front of you doing 10 miles an hour under the speed limit, it should be perfectly legal for you to make contact, get up under them, and put them into the wall.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Robin is racing, man.
You've been to Atlanta, I see.
This is why I don't bother her when she's grilling. Can I walk by here? Thank you.
To be fair, Carl, I'm in rare form tonight. It has been a hell of a week, and I am very much in one of those. I'm very much in one of those moods of.
I get that.
The only reason I don't commit a violent crime at this point is because it's a violent crime and I don't look good in an orange jumpsuit.
I don't look great in orange. I feel that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to tell I was going to
This came just came a hair too late, but no, this was not in response to Megan. Um,
Yeah.
well, it was in response to Megan, but about get
The
out of my
driving.
lane
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
oh, although
Don't be picturing Michaela in an orange jumpsuit.
Like you are right now?
Okay. Sorry.
You know
Oh,
what? She
no,
wasn't.
too
She
late.
wasn't the only one that saw that look in your eye. You don't have any hair, Carl, so your eyes are completely visible.
Yeah.
Hey, 37 years, I know how my man thinks.
Mm-hmm. I was going to tell Michaela, this is the first time I've really felt really good in a couple weeks because we both had sinus problems on and off. It's been crazy. But yeah, I got back to writing, and
I am thankful for that.
I had like 24 pages of the spy novel actually written, typed. It's all in my head and in notes. And I think today I probably tripled the size of the book
So far.
so far. But I jumped to the end because I really need to get the end out of my head and done and on the electrons or on paper, so to speak, so that I can go back and fill in the parts that lead to that.
Yeah,
In a case like this, where you already all we really know is the end of this guy.
This is true.
Found him dead on the beach. What the heck? So I had to go back like a forensic person and figure out what could have led to that, what circumstances had to happen before that, and then write a whole bunch of dialogue that didn't ever exist.
Actually, you would be more of a profiler than a forensic.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Michaela. But in the meantime, I was doing everything else to avoid doing this. And Dan, you'll have to watch out for this too, because, I'm thinking, oh, I'm retired. I can write. And no, then you find excuses. You do this or that, or I rewrote the Muncie book, and updated it to 2024 because I'm like, yeah, it was a part of avoidance. It needed to be done, but it didn't need to be done right away.
I would wind up surprising Lindsay, and not in one of the fun ways, by actually washing dishes or going out and mowing the yard, anything to keep from in the chair, fingers on keyboard, right.
Yeah.
And this is something I've had to come to grips with because I'm under a deadline. I've only got so much time left. Everything in my head has got to go onto the keyboard, onto the screen, off to the publisher before somebody writes the end on my personal life.
I understand that.
So
that's kind of where I was
hey,
too. Yeah.
I may have another 50 years left if I'm lucky. Probably, well, I can afford 20, but I don't. Hey, people are going to have to start buying books, otherwise Lindsay's not going to be able to make a living. So,
Dan, you will last another 50 years because if you don't, while I don't yet know necromancy at this point, and was never given much thought to learn it, in your case, I will make an exception.
There you go.
He's one of the old gods of Appalachia. He'll be around forever.
Yeah, but I'm tired of having to change my name and move. That's one of those things that they never talk about. Is if you live forever, sooner or later, somebody's going to start going, you still look 30, and I'm going, time to fake my death and
Hey,
go to I might be moving to Montana soon, and I'm going to raise me up a crop of dental floss. Um, and if you don't get that reference, you're not Frank Zappa fans. So,
Oh, wait, what? Because I did not get that reference.
Sorry, I
we
missed
went
the reference. I was yelling at the kids.
we went from moving to Montana into raising dental floss, and my brain came to a grinding, screeching halt trying to figure out the logistics of that.
it is a Frank Zappa song. It,
Mm.
I might be moving to Montana soon just to raise me up a crop of dental floss. Uh, believe me, if I have tempted anybody to become a Frank Zappa fan, I think I have done God's will. I mean, seriously, this is one of the best composers ever, and I'm counting, Rossini and the Strauss brothers and everybody from way back. Um, Frank was. I remember when he was still here. Frank was one of those people that just you had no idea what he was going to do, but you knew it was going to be complicated. You knew it was going to be enjoyable to listen to, and you knew that it was going to be damn near impossible to perform live. Although with his band, miracles were accomplished. They they could actually perform this stuff live.
Mm.
But he had a PhD in music. He would write stuff out
Know
in
that.
sheet music and give it to his band and go, "This is your part. This is your part. This is your part. Oh, okay. Um, this can be improvised, but only within these limits."
Mm-hmm.
And awesome,
Like a
absolutely
Mozart.
awesome.
Like a Mozart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I get the feeling. I don't know for sure. I get the feeling he could hear the final work in his head and then create it like Mozart.
Mm-hmm.
Um, those kind of talents don't come along more than about 3 times in a century.
Hmm.
It's very rare to be able to have that sort of thing going on.
Well, and to
Um,
be able to have the band play it, in a concert. I think that's a problem a lot of them had for a long time is they were writing music that was great, but it would require more people on stage to perform it than they actually wanted to take on tour. You know,
Floyd.
well,
yeah.
yeah, Floyd, Nectar, um,
I'm thinking things like,
ELO.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're
Some of
you're getting
Queen's,
right on up there.
some of
Of
Queen
course,
was,
Boston could do it because 17 guitars and a drum.
yeah.
So while you guys were talking, I checked out this Frank Zappa song, and I didn't get all the way through it because information overload. I've only got one thing to say about this song. I am both very confused, but it has a nice melody, so I can dig it.
I feel that.
It's got
It's
it's got
Zappa.
a good beat, but you can't dance to it. Yeah. Oh God, that reminds me of the time
But
that
is
I
it is
actually.
that kind of Zappa-y? Isn't that how Zappa is in a way, though?
Yeah. Well, he was like Queen. He would compose things in time signatures that don't actually exist.
Mm.
I mean, Freddie Mercury could do this.
Mhm.
Zappa could do this, but teaching everybody in the band how to do it, how to perform it, and I have actually seen concert footage where he's standing there with a baton conducting and not playing his guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, this takes balls. And they are chromium steel, and they are too big to haul around in a transfer truck. Seriously.
Yeah.
There are very, very few in each generation of musicians, composers, playwrights, novelists, just whatever genre it is you're working in. There are very, very few in each generation that can do something that is later on recognized as being absolutely masterful, but at the same time, while it was current, going, ooh, this is kind of out there, ain't it?
Dave
And
Brubeck.
Dave Brubeck, thank you. Yes. Take
Moody
five.
Blues?
Yes, indeed.
Prince.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But those time changes, sometimes some of those songs Brubeck wrote, they weren't in 4/4 time. They weren't in 3/4 time. They were in like 12/8 time or something. And
Yeah.
that changed within the piece. And it would be like, wait a minute, what? Yeah.
And there are 2-3 things that I am familiar with where it sounds like the drummer is playing one time signature, the guitarist is playing another time signature, the vocalist is singing in another time signature, and then about 30-40 seconds in, it blends together seamlessly.
Mm-hmm.
And right then, it's one of those performances that if you had not experienced it, you would call bullshit because nobody can do that. But you saw it, you witnessed it, you were there, or you heard the recording of it, or saw the video of it, and
yeah,
it's just you did that. Okay. Now, can I concentrate on what you're doing now? I'm just impressed on what the intro was. I'd like to get to the rest of the song, or the rest of the story, or the rest of the rest of the meal. To bring it right back to Megan, there are things that you can prepare as dishes that ordinarily someone would not think went well together, but in the presentation, it actually works. And it works really, really well. And somebody is going to write that down, and they're going to try and do it however well they manage is dependent on how much attention they were paying and how talented they are, and whether or not they feel bold enough to invent on their own what they cannot understand just happened. I'm pontificating. Somebody talk, and I've got to go down the hall.
Okay, hey Joe. I bought it because it was purple. Cost me $7, and I was kind of not okay with that because I didn't realize. See if it shows up. 2 torches. And I've been very good. That's not even on high.
Oh,
Why are you shaking your head?
Thank you for that. For not having it high. Uh-oh.
4 torch.
Yeah.
4. Oh.
Yeah, I have a 4.
one.
I have a 4 as well.
Wait, are we really having
Yeah.
a torch measuring contest here?
Yeah,
Well, then we have
It's last man standing.
then we have this one, which has the ace of spades, and when I won't be able to show it on camera probably because maybe if I can turn my hand. Nope, I can't turn far enough.
That's green.
But it's got the
pretty green.
rest of the cards behind the ace.
Oh, when you slip
Oh.
So it shows a full house. It shows a royal flush.
Well, I've got a 4 torch too. I mean,
You got a 4 torch there? Uh-oh. Holy shit.
yeah, my pretty little
Oh, yeah.
fancy one that I got for free from Cigars International.
And then this one I still need to fill with fluid, but it's a little match.
Oh.
I have a lighter here.
That's
I
right.
actually wouldn't mind having.
We'll have a concert.
And the only reason I happen to have a lighter with an arm through just because I'm
Carl,
sitting at
yours is
Ted's side of
green
the couch.
too.
Huh?
Yours is green too.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It just looks green here, but it's
Yeah.
greenish. But no, I worry about her because she has a tendency to have accidents, and we don't allow sharp knives without supervision of some sort. Usually,
Yeah.
and
Does that mean you're cutting up the chicken breasts the next time I cook them?
no,
Okay.
I like to be down there when you do it, but sometimes I don't get there in time.
I go down same time every night to fix dinner.
I actually wouldn't mind having one of those to add to my. Eventually, I'm going to build a field kit to go camping and such. So yeah, I wouldn't mind having one of those at some point. And Michaela, I'm not sure where you heard balls at, but I'd be very interested in revisiting.
It's when Dan said that Zappa had balls for conducting instead of.
Yeah,
playing.
they really had to have a transfer truck to carry him around in because they were that huge.
Some balls are held for charity and some for fancy dress. There's some for pleasure. They're the balls that I like best.
Yes, I know AC/DC is well here.
It's a song. Okay.
They need to be held every night.
Yes, Carl. In this case, it was a song.
Okay.
Please tell me you knew that was a song, Carl.
I don't listen to AC/DC. Sorry.
No.
I don't listen to a lot of more modern music.
Modern.
I stopped listening in the 80s and just said, you know,
Bon Scott.
I'm done now. I'm done.
It's an absolute wonder that
He doesn't know Black
that Carl
Sabbath
actually
anyway.
hears anything that I have written that Joe Bachman does not play on his shows.
I've got all your
I don't.
I've got all your albums.
But have you listened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yet he still tolerates my presence. This is amazing.
No, I think because I have such an eclectic musical thing, I listen to jazz, I listen to classical, you know, I have just about everything except country and western. So
They have both kinds, country and western.
yeah, exactly. And
well, there are a few things in that genre that is actually worthwhile. I found that out the hard way by being not drugged, but dragged to a country western bar about 3 nights a week. And despite the way those evenings ended up, I got to appreciate a lot of different people's music that I would never have heard before.
My problem is because the hearing problem that I have, everything is the same volume. Okay, so I like instrumental pieces. If there's singing that goes along with it, I most of the time cannot make out the words. So when people quote a song lyrics, I'm like, sorry, I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Because I could hear that song and not hear the same words that you hear. So it's like,
I get that.
yeah. Or I don't remember the lyrics. So
That's all right. There are websites that actually print
Yeah.
this stuff out for us to listen to, read while we listen to the. And it's not like the old days where you had an entire album that would fold out and it had lyric sheets included. If you get a
In the liner
CD, they're just teeny tiny things you need a microscope to read.
Hey, Chris.
And nowadays, how are you going to print lyrics on an MP3? I mean, you can do it, but you've got to look at it on your computer when you hit play.
I have to do that when I write those parodies that I write. for the
Yes,
group.
yes.
I have to go look at the lyrics and then listen to the music again, get the timing down right because the counts.
Oh yes, yes. And the word spacing,
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to get. I've written folk music before, and you've got a certain song you're trying to parody, and you've got to get every break and every syllable exactly right, or somebody's going to complain.
Oh yeah,
Always.
that doesn't fit. I
Yeah.
get that occasionally. I'll hear somebody say that doesn't fit, and I'll be like, it does the way I.
Scan is the word.
It doesn't scan the scantian limps.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris. I hope I haven't lost your respect, but I have been in many a. Let's just say that there was a popular artist in the 80s and 90s that would describe these things as toilets. They were a little bit bigger, but smelled the same.
I haven't got anything against country. I've got the complete set of Jimmy Dean albums that he made before he became Sausage King.
Hey.
I do not like going to a country bar because having been a dancer and part of the chorus line, I hate line dancing. I do not want to be doing the same freaking step that the person that 20 people in the room's doing.
Yeah.
If you have to learn the choreography, you might as well be getting paid.
Yay, Michaela.
Yeah,
Drive
Michaela.
safely.
Going home. Yeah, be safe. Let us know when you get home.
Yeah, really, because we will worry about you. I mean, it is deer running out into front of cars season. So,
hell, that's year round in Illinois.
Well, it was after 6 o'clock, and I was going off to make sure I had enough beer for tonight, and it was dark, and I'm driving down the road going, I have been driving this road for damn near 50 years. I know where every curve is. I know where every pebble is. And I'm absolutely frightened because I know where the deer usually migrate across. And I'm going, why does everybody coming at me have their bright lights on, except for two cars who had, I could see them dim their lights. I knew they hit dim, and I'm going down through there, and I'm going, this is a 45-mile-an-hour road. It was just paved last month. It feels different. It sounds different. The curves are still in the exact same place, just like yours, Michaela. And it was still frightening because I could not see because they would not dim their lights, and I'm going, Don't force me. I will turn on the 747 landing lights on top of the van.
That's a major pet peeve of mine because my vision works a bit differently than most other people's. At night, I have excellent vision. We're talking along the order of cats, or maybe even better. I can see great detail. In fact, I perform a whole lot better when it comes to vision. I perform a lot better in lower light situations. When I'm out in the sun, I have a set of sunglasses that are one step away from Riddick goggles, so I don't get migraines.
Yeah.
And it's a pet peeve of mine because bright lights and opposing cars causes a complete whiteout sensation to me. For a second, I can't see a thing, no matter what direction. If I look directly at them or look away, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's like in that one spot, the clouds opened up and a giant snowstorm just hit all at once and dropped 2 tons of snow.
Yeah.
Talking about deer, though, a friend of ours wanted to put her husband's business on the computer. So I was helping her set up her home office and the software and stuff for it. And I was driving out to her house one day at like 9 o'clock in the morning. Got a little minivan, little caravan. And there's 4 deer in the road, so I slow down, thinking they're going to mosey on. Nope. They stand and they turn and look at me, and it's not the deer in headlights look that you're supposed to get. It was a, what are you going to do about it? We're standing here. And these deer were tall enough that their eyes were even with mine.
While you were driving, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are goose deer.
I honked, I tapped the horn at them, and they're like, so?
Cock a gun, they probably take off running.
Oh, I'm not.
She's a hunter!
I'm not allowed to carry.
Okay, that's not where I was going with that.
I moved the van closer to them, and they're like, nope, not gonna move.
This is probably a good thing because there are a lot of people that just ain't Donna off.
Yeah, I want a paint gun. Especially for one certain person in the town, and if I ever saw him out hitting with a paintball. Hi, Chris.
Hello, airsoft.
What kind of paint gun would you want? Or
no.
Yeah, what kind of paint gun would
you
use?
Carl says no.
She can't have a paint gun. She can't have a lighter. She can't. What can she have?
I do not want her in danger, or to me to have to go bail her out because she hit the guy with the paintball again.
And
I want one.
On that note, I pretty much know which brother-in-law it is she's talking about.
No.
It's a guy she used to work for. With.
Oh.
With, yes. The man was not technically my boss.
No. Going back to the headlights, there's something I tried recently that kind of worked for me, and it's based on pirates. You know, pirates would wear an eye patch even if they still had their eye.
Yes.
They would go down, they would switch the patch, and they would go down under the ship, and they'd have night vision. Well, I have started to, if somebody has their brights on, I will close one eye. So I'm blind in the one eye, but I'd be blind in both eyes. But when they're past, I can switch eyes and I can see again. I'm not blinded for 2 minutes after their stupid light's gone by. And it seems to have worked a couple times. So I'm going to try that some more. I got to experiment.
Well, you have to drive when it's dark out to true that, don't you?
Yeah.
He's got to. I have night blindness.
Oh, I hate driving it. I don't mind driving at night. I don't like driving at night when it's in the rain, and I don't like driving at sun up and sundown.
Yeah.
There was one convention we were going to. It had recently snowed, and the snow was melting off, and it was early enough in the morning where we were driving directly into the sun.
Oh yes, done that.
And I had the visor down. I had the filters on my prescription glasses, and I'm just I really once we actually got out of the direct sunlight, I do not know how long it took my eyes to adjust, but the next day I was still going, can we close the blinds? Can we close? It was that bright because the melting snow, the water on the road, absolutely reflecting the sunlight, cars, and it was Atlanta, so I'm already paranoid.
Mhm.
Snow blindness is a real thing, though. I mean, when you get into like the whites and the sun, oh,
The worst part was plowing plowing on midnights, and then you start to get into daybreak.
Mhm.
Especially if the storm has stopped and you're just doing cleanup.
Who told you about my honeymoon?
Hey, Joe,
Yeah.
that reminds me. That
Well, okay,
reminds
this
me
is
of
gonna be
something
interesting.
I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Why would a snowplow be out on the road when there's no prediction of any snow? Just casing the route?
So they
Practice runs.
they could be training. I
Mm.
know each year NDOT has all of their drivers, including the actual maintenance workers, that drive those trucks year round. Uh, they actually have to go out and we do what they call route certification,
Ah,
and they're supposed to drive up and down every single route for that unit.
Okay.
We're also supposed to know the routes for the other units in our sub-district. That never happens.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but
okay.
Are you guys
so
supposed?
so they could be doing a route certification. It could be that the guy is training to get his CDL,
Mm.
um, or it could be if depending on the time of year, because they don't go off of like what channel 2 or channel 7 or whatever they're saying. They have their own weather centers that they go with for winter weather predictions.
So
Okay.
Josh told
Okay.
them to get on the road, and they went.
Yeah.
So, Carl and Donna, are you guys supposed to get snow down there this week?
No, but this
They're saying
happened
that
what
we.
last week was it, Carl? I think we were,
Uh,
and there was no snow on the ground. There was no snow in the forecast,
right.
and we never did get any snow. But we were following a.
Salt truck, wasn't it?
He had a plow in front.
Oh, did he? Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't look at-
down Gilbert Street / Illinois Route 1, and it turned west on Main while we continued south. And I was just wondering,
Yeah, he was probably out doing route certifications, or
Mm.
was there somebody with them, or did you notice if there was a passenger?
couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were behind.
The angle wasn't not good enough to see inside the cab. We figured he probably was checking out his route before it got snowed on.
Yeah. If it was a training mission, though, I could see that. Here's the route you're going to follow. Learn it.
Mhm.
Learn it, yeah,
Mhm.
today,
Yeah,
because tomorrow it may snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
yeah. They have us drive like at NDOT. They had us drive up and down all the routes of our unit. So like I plowed out of Gary West, which covered. We didn't have to drive the obvious ones like 8094, which is from the Illinois state line to I-65. That one's pretty self-explanatory.
Mm.
It was more of the people who drove like Calumet Avenue like I did, so they could figure out where Any center medians were.
Mm.
12 US
Gesundheit.
1220.
Okay.
Bless you.
Gotcha.
And
Jeez.
Excuse me.
Broadway, which was kind of the same thing, just kind of figure out where your center medians were, your turn lanes. Especially Broadway gets a little swirly because they have, like, you'll be driving along and all of a sudden your lane kind of shifts left because there's a bus stop right there.
Yeah.
So you gotta shift for the lane, and then one of the times when you come back through, you gotta plow out that bus lane.
Yeah. And Don, no, we don't have snow yet. Next Tuesday, there's a 90% chance of rain. And then on
Okay.
Friday, a 55% chance of snow showers. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah, so we're supposed to get the rain, I think, on Tuesday. Or rain, I mean the snow possible on Tuesday.
Well, I'm looking
But
at the sensor on my wall, and it says it is 76 degrees with 20% humidity indoors, and it is 31 degrees Fahrenheit with 61% humidity outdoors. And I'm going, why is it not raining? Why is it not raining?
Yeah.
Why? This is not. Does not make sense. It should be raining.
I
And
mean,
if it was
for
raining,
here,
it should be warmer.
for here, I mean, at least it's mid-January. We need some snow. We've had like,
No, we don't.
No.
I want it to
I
snow, or
don't
at least
care.
get really, I want it to get really, really cold because we need a freeze off.
The only request that I have of the universe is for it to rain so hard that I can hear it in our apartment about the time that I'm ready to go to bed. Nothing bad, no tornadoes or anything, just rain. That way I can crawl into my little cubby and get some of the best sleep I've ever had in my entire life.
They make those little white noise machines.
Yes, they do. Yes,
That
they
can
do.
sound like rain.
Yeah, will sound like rain.
I used to have one. I used to
they
have
do.
one. It
I
was
usually-
also an alarm clock, but it played about 8 different white noise sounds. One was waves on a beach. One was a rainstorm. One was a small stream trickling nearby, which is one of those things where when you actually experience it, it's one of the more soothing sounds that nature can ever produce. And
The A bitch, she plays brown noise. She plays different colored noises, and brown noise. I found that when I'm not feeling good and I'm laying down during the day, that I'll turn the brown noise on, and I usually, yeah.
Is that a channel or something, or what?
I just tell A bitch.
I see.
Brown noise.
You don't want to say that word.
No, because she's right over there too, and she'll talk to me, and I don't want her talking to me.
I usually use YouTube. When I'm desperate, I will use YouTube.
Yeah.
And I have several channels on there that have different types of effects, rain on a tin roof, etc., etc. And those are okay. But there is really no substitute for hearing the rain above me on the window.
That's true.
Just going nuts.
Yep. There was one of the little girls at work that they bought a copy of the Tom Darby book, and they bought Invocation, my album from Bandcamp, and they're going, I played that, and that helped me get the best night's sleep I ever had. And the idea behind the idea behind the entire thing was the working title of the album was, now this is gonna put you to sleep. But it was just so soothing. And some of it is waves on a beach, some of it is a campfire, some of it is a river flowing by, And
in other words, do not play those songs on your stream, Joey.
In other
Especially
words,
the burning.
don't play those while you're driving, because I'm not paying any of your tickets. I don't care. Do not play my first 2 albums while you were driving, because they are pitched at what is it, 180 beats per minute. And if your foot does not automatically press the gas pedal down, I did not do my job correctly. But I have since learned to behave slightly. Slightly.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I just slipped out.
That's what she say. Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
All together now.
I was about to say, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Again.
I did behave last night, I hope. But that's neither here nor there. And it's
I'm
none
going
of
to say, when
anybody's
with you last night, of course you behaved.
But it was difficult nonetheless.
Alrighty, cat.
Kitty, kitty.
No, tomorrow, not tonight,
What? Dad, we're watching Chris pet his cat.
Well, yeah, Chris can do that tonight. I can't.
But he can't say anything.
I can't say anything while this being recorded, all right?
Well, you can, but that would be very bad.
Somebody's purring.
Oh. You got a purr, pretty. Yes.
Does that mean that we need to squee right now?
Sure, why not?
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Squeal.
Poor kitty cats everywhere.
You didn't squeal. I did.
I squealed. I said the word squeal.
Oh,
Thank you, Emily. At least I didn't do it alone. I hate doing it alone.
Yeah, it's always better when there's more people, right?
Right.
The more the better.
Kitty cats.
I am so not touching those lines.
That's not what you said last night.
Oh, what I said last. Whoa! Don't get me in trouble here. I said a lot of stuff last night. You weren't there, and you weren't there, and you weren't there. So, you know,
if not here, then where?
If I wasn't, I wasn't there, but I can only imagine what was being said.
And the voice.
How low of an octave can you go tonight, Dan?
No, please don't. I'm begging you, please don't do that.
Oh, come on.
Give me just a minute.
Gotta go put them in the laundry right now, right?
Oh, the baby.
Wow.
I don't.
I love you guys, but I'm gonna hop off here. I'm really tired.
Okay, Emily.
Good night, Emily. Probably see you tomorrow night.
Good night, Emily.
You don't fool me. You just don't want to hear the voice drop 3 octaves. So,
you was all against it, and then you started purring.
Dan, if you continually to drop your voice 3 octaves, I'm going to ask if I could come over, and I'm going to bring a phone book with me. And I'm going to place this phone book in your lap. And I'm going to say, please read this. And I'm going to record it. And that's how I'm going to fall asleep from that point forward every night.
Oh, fall asleep. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, look, Miss Donna, we are being, we're streaming now, so I have to be a good girl.
Megan, let me tell you about my friend. I play World of Warcraft. And so I've been on Discord a while because you go on Guild Raids, you do that. We had a young man in the guild. Very, very. I mean, this man would put any bass voiced man to shame. I mean, it was deep. It was rich. And he and I were on Discord alone one time,
Mm-hmm.
and I told him, I said, he was quiet for a while, and I said, so and so, you need to talk to me. I mean, just talk to me. Anything you want to say. And you could hear the pause, and he says, "You do know I'm gay, don't you?" And I'm like, "Honey, I met your fiance. I don't care what you are. I'm not asking you to have sex with me. Read the phone book. Just talk to me in that voice."
And actually, there was a routine on Saturday Night Live where Sean Connery was handed a phone book and read it out loud, and that was one of the highest rated episodes they ever had. Even though they never let him get to the S's where it would be funny, but
I'll be right back. And Miss Donna, you're like, just read that to me.
I didn't hear you.
You're like, just read the phone book to me. My imagination will do the rest. And that's what I'm saying to you, Dan. You keep this up, and I'm going to record you reading the phone book just so my imagination can do the rest. I can put it like that. How's that?
I'm glad that I'm not the only one who has said that to him, though.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Now, one of these days, we're going to run out of people that are willing to do audiobooks of stuff that I write, because I'm basically the only one that can pronounce all those words that I have made up.
I have to admit, when I was reading Abducted, I was reading it in your voice.
Actually, I have. There was one interview I did where they asked me to do a reading from it, and I read the first little bit, and it was definitely my voice, but it was a whole lot more southern than my normal voice is.
Well, I read it in your voice, but what you sound like more like for Aphelion, for your ad for Aphelion that Nick plays. It's not so much your everyday, you're kind of, but that's how I read it.
Well, Don, as wonderful,
and then when he starts
as wonderful as Dan's voice is, compared to this kid, and he was a kid, he was only like 27 at the time. Dan is a high tenor compared to this kid's voice.
I am a tenor.
Even when he goes low.
Oh, it's still stretching. It's still tenor. If I could,
this guy's voice was deeper than Barry White's.
If I could manage an actual bass voice, I could probably get hired by the Oak Ridge Boys.
What you doing here, girl?
Exactly.
What, did my bass quit?
Or the Statler Brothers, either one. But still,
all I heard was Chris talking about a little girl.
Hey, he's feeding her candy. Shut up. He's got the van moving. We'll read about this on Unsolved Mysteries.
I was talking to my little cat.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yep, we believe you, Chris.
I do. What did something happen to Richard? Is he not the bass for Oak Ridge Boys anymore?
Let's see. Statler Brothers and Oak Ridge Boys have lost at least 2 members due to they've been around a long time.
Oh wow, that's happened since the Oak Ridge Boys
Natural
did.
Causes has really done away with both of those bands.
Yeah,
but I really regret that. And yes, his voice is what I wish mine was. Really. Um,
Well, Richard, I know, is still alive. Um, the others, they must have lost him since they did the Elvira video with Home Free.
yeah,
Because everybody was in that one.
but no, those. And actually, I grew up watching them perform gospel music on my grandmother's TV set in East Tennessee, and I'm going, "Oh my, this is a come to Jesus moment right here." Because if those guys cannot convince you to go get baptized, there's there's no way that anything will ever convince you to adopt that particular faith. Um, and not putting anything on anybody else's faith, because I know there are not only close personal friends right here, and others I know in real life that do have a faith that is not mainstream or corrupted. And those are two separate things. Um, some faiths have been usurped by evil people for evil reasons, and some are just not the right fit for people.
No, going back
Yeah.
to the Oak Ridge Boys. When Elvira first came out, I remember reading an article about how Richard could make the seats in the auditorium shimmer.
I don't know about shimmer, but he certainly made them wet.
And I'm like, yeah, maybe the front seats or so. But then we went to see Home Free, and they did Elvira. And Tim got down and hit that last bottom note, and you could just see the wave come up. And what were we, about 20 aisles up? Something like that?
Maybe about 15, 20, yeah.
And yeah, the seats vibrated.
Well, you know, that
I could hear that it kept going too.
Yeah. And that's amplified too, though.
Well, yeah, but
you were thinking, you know, oh wow, the front seats. Yeah, maybe if it was just singing with no amplification, maybe it would have stopped there. But with that amplification, it just kept coming up the row.
Yeah, you call it amplification. I call
Stop digging. Stop digging, Carl. Stop digging.
Well, I'll tell you what. I have just been page of this novel.
You popped out, Carl.
I just finished this last page of this novel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not done with it because I had to write the middle now. But
you make fun of me when I do it that way.
I don't make fun of you, do I? No.
You make fun of pantsers. And as of right now, you are officially a pantser.
I have this plotted out. I know what goes in there. I just don't have the exact words written in there.
Mm-hmm. No. No, you're not writing it in sequence. You're a pantser now.
Yep.
Okay. I'll take it. Whatever. This book did not work like the others because of the timelines and all that stuff. And I've had to change so much.
Hey, Zach.
Zachy.
But I'll tell you what, that means
Joe Dog.
Hey, Joe Dog.
That's my cue to probably go to bed. Is that
why?
I finished what I was going to do.
Oh. Well, Carl, you need to hang around for this.
Uh-oh.
Are we having blackberries?
No, I got a story to tell.
Uh-oh.
Well, I was around for that. I'm not leaving because you came in. I'm just leaving because I just finished writing my book. So.
Okay. Well, this guy named John picks up this smoking hot blonde in a bar in Amsterdam. And they hit it off. They go up to the room. After about 45 minutes of hot, sweaty, he rolls off and he goes, "Well, honey, you finished?" She goes, "No." So he goes, "All right," climbs right back up on top of her. They go at it again for about an hour and a half. Laying on top of her, exhausted, he says, "Honey, are you finished?" She goes, "No." So they go at it again. And, he says, "Thank God I had my Viagra." And he went on. Finally, he just rolls off at a heap, laying up, curled up in the bed, and he goes, "Honey, are you finished?" She goes, "God damn it, Joe, no, I'm Swedish."
I stuck around for that.
Yeah.
You knew it was going to be something like that, Carl. Don't even say that you were upset.
Yeah.
I should have known, but I wasn't expecting that turn.
Was that worth it?
Is that what you call it when you get Joe dogged?
Something like that.
I think that usually involves a rickroll.
And that was my 42 seconds that I didn't get to be on. That stupid clock wasn't on, so I'm going to head on out of here now.
Well, we understand much said in stupid clock.
So you are going to be at Chattacon?
Yeah. Hey, shit, for what I paid for the damn hotel room and last year and for badges, hell yeah, I'm going to be there. I bought my hotel room at the early rate.
Yeah.
All right. Dan, you okay?
He's still stunned.
I'm just.
He just wants to know if you're finished.
I'm blinded by your brilliance at this point.
Yeah, my cigar is done. I was done with what I was going to write tonight. After that joke, yeah,
He's really done.
Good night, Carl. See you tomorrow morning, NTF.
Good night, y'all. I'm out of here too. Bye, y'all.
Good night, Joe Dog. Won't see you tomorrow on NTF. Maybe.
Hey, I'm impressed. He made it to almost. It's okay, Charcoal. He made it till only 30 minutes left at the end of the show.
Instead of the last 30 seconds, which probably would have left me going.
I'm talking about Carl.
Where'd I put my gun? Where'd I put my gun?
Last 30 seconds, though. I haven't been like that for a while.
And Michaela has a funny story to tell, she says.
Okay.
We're, well, I won't say all ears, but we're attentive.
And Zach, now you're going to be bothered about to tell stories about Locket Camp.
There was no stories to tell. It was a week-long cheap camp.
They're not as good as church camp stories.
Well, no, that was $150 to go to for a week, or $250 to go for 2.5 months.
Oh, did you guys see that?
Oh, that's even better than band camp. They had to pay me to be there.
Yeah, well, that's how manipulative they were. They
Well,
got you to pay
bail
to
money
work.
wasn't cheap in the 70s. Did I say that out loud?
Nope, I didn't hear a damn thing.
It's recorded. Play it back. You'll hear it later.
There are things that I can say. There are
Quick,
things I cannot
Michaela.
say, and I wish I knew.
Tell us your story.
You please save my ass. Oh, she's typing. I can tell.
What are you doing, boy?
And now Charcoal followed Daddy to bed.
So who do you have anybody in there with you now?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Hang on just a second. Let me do this. And Alt Tab and Michaela.
I've been pretty much ignored since the other cats came in.
Any closer at touching them?
If Strips is up on Charcoal's chair in the hall, you can pet her. And even got a little bit of it. You couldn't hear it, but you could feel the purr. And she showed me her, and she let me rub her tummy today.
Whoa.
But if they're on the floor, it's like get the hell away from me, woman.
Yeah.
Nope.
You know what? That's Buddy. Like you can't. He looks like he's damn near Pharaoh if he's on the floor. But if he's on something and you go to pet him, he's like, okay.
Should I do that? Yeah, I did that correctly. Michaela, you should have the link now.
Charcoal will now play with Strips and BB.
Cool.
Actual
Just had to get used to it.
Right around, yeah. Guess they're not too bad.
Kiddo, how's Kiddo doing?
She's still hiding in his office, but she's coming out more, and he's taken away the water bowl and the food bowl in there. Because, why should she come out if he's feeding her and watering her in there?
Right.
Yeah. The only other thing that she would need would be a litter box.
Yeah, and she's been coming down the hall and using it. And she will get up. She will get up in the shay in his room and lay in there for a while.
Lindsay has been letting some of the other cats, not just Billy No Mates, come into the house on occasion, and it has become apparent that we have to move the litter box back in the house rather than on the front porch. And that has worked, but they've started getting much, much bolder than we would like. They are up on the countertops. They are up on my bar, and they are up on the fireplace.
Get your spray bottle with some water.
It may be too late for that. It's one of those things. And there is Miss Michaela.
Hello. So Lexi's truck broke down again. But if you remember, she has a 1985 square body old truck. Like we expect it to break down on a weekly basis. So today it broke down, and I get her home. Her dad and her are gonna go look at the truck later. We walk in the door and she says, "That's it. My truck is grounded." I said, "You can't ground an inanimate object." And she says, "I can take the wheels off." Boom, grounded.
Hey, Kiri.
Hey, Kiri.
So yeah, she grounded her truck because, well,
it wouldn't behave.
Right, it didn't behave. And she says, "And all those new parts I bought for it, I'm not going to put them on there now."
Oh, dear.
I know. I'm like, maybe you should put the new parts on. I'm just saying, maybe that's what it needs.
Well,
might help.
It would be a great start.
Yeah, it sure would.
Did you tell her now you know how I feel?
Huh?
Did you tell her now you know how I feel when you did shit I didn't approve of?
Yeah. She's the good one, though. She doesn't do too much that we're like, you really shouldn't do that.
Oh,
the other one wrecked the car. The other one has a boyfriend up by Chicago. Like, all the things that make you go, maybe you shouldn't do that. Yeah, fun times. So anyway, I just got in the driveway, so I will call it an evening and talk to you guys later.
All right.
Nice.
Thanks for being here.
Good night.
And hopefully the car will get ungrounded soon. The truck, excuse me.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
We need to talk about the Fowler Con sometime soon.
The what?
The Fowler Con.
Okay.
The IndieCon, whatever it's called.
The IndieCD.con.
Yeah.
Okay.
Survived the nighttime of the battlefield. I'm glad you survived, Kiri.
Battlefield Parkway?
Not making any judgments. Not making any judgments whatsoever. Any battlefield you can walk away from is one you really don't want to revisit.
Oh, he said, yep.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, the Georgia Highway 2, the Fort Oglethorpe, and exit 350's Battlefield Parkway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because it'll eventually run down to 27, and 27 goes back Battlefield Parkway. Or Chickamauga Battlefield.
Is that like its official name or just your guys' nickname for it?
No, it's
the official name.
Okay.
Yeah. Chickamauga Battlefield is. Yeah. Chickamauga was supposedly the second bloodiest battle of the Civil War. Supposedly Antietam was, but there were some people that were at both battles, and some said that Chickamauga was actually bloodier.
Oh, and never saw Green Eyes yet. I'm assuming that is a cryptid in that area, or an urban legend, whichever. Do not know.
Speaking of cryptids, did you see Willow has got degenerative disc? She's got what I've got in my back. I'm hoping they caught hers quicker.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but thank you for telling us. Yeah. Now I've got somebody else to worry about.
Well, they're going to try physiotherapy, which it can help if you can. It slows it down. But with mine, they were just dragging their feet, and it just. By the time they looked at it, they're like, "Oh, it's long farther than we thought."
Yeah, but they were just cashing in on your insurance money. We can try. Cha-ching. Yeah.
I'm not sure how to feel about this. I posted a thing on Facebook that said that something I'm grateful for, my parents not having a Ring camera when I was in high school. The first two people that commented on it are people that have kids that are about the same age as me, give or take. Actually, one of the girls I was really good friends with, and the two other women in the neighborhood I grew up in, and they're still there. And they're the first two that commented. One said, "No kidding," and one said, "Ha ha ha." I'm not.
So maybe they knew more than you thought they did.
Or it's one of those, oh my God, were our kids not as good as we thought they were? Like I said, the two women, one of them, their daughter we were in the same group of friends. Especially during the summer, she was a couple years younger than me. And the other one, her kids are even younger. So she was, wasn't part of the same group of friends or, over the years. But the one was, the ha 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 was.
That was something I never got caught at, was coming home late. Because Mom made the mistake of saying how my brother Dale got caught. He came in after curfew one night and crept up the stairs. There, the boys' bedroom were on the second floor, right above Mom and Dad's bedroom. Next morning, she said, "Came home late last night, didn't you?" How did you know? How did you know? Well, you didn't make any noise coming in. And she told that story in front of me, and my little brain squirreled that away. So then, when it came my turn to come home later than I should, I just went right up those staircases like it was 10 o'clock instead of 2 o'clock, and she never knew it was that late.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
helpful
noticed,
having older siblings.
but I noticed that when I was in my 20s, I lived with my parents yet off and on, and I knew how easy it was to leave and come home in my 20s when it didn't matter, when I didn't have a curfew, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have known how easy it was to get in and out of their house, I would have snuck out a lot more when I was a teenager.
Well, I can't say much. I lived with my folks till I was 28, except for one 6 months period I lived with my first fiance. And the joke is that they had to sell the house in order for me to get out. They bought me a trailer and said, "We're selling the house." Okay.
Yeah, it's like there was times that I'd be like, okay, we'd go for coffee at 11 o'clock at night. Hey, we're in our 20s. We'd meet for coffee at 11 o'clock at night, and mom and dad would already be in bed because they were still working. I was in my 20s, and I'd leave, and I'd come home, and they had no clue I was gone until, from like 11 to 4 in the morning. Like, if I would have known that.
Another thing that helped was when I was in college, I worked a lot of second and third shifts as a waitress. And so I had an excuse to come home really late. Except on those nights I worked second shift and then I went out and partied and came home late. I was in college.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
That's right.
I remember those 3-shift days back before we switched to 12-hour shifts rather than 8-hour shifts. And my God, it was really, really difficult to go out with my friends and it get to be almost 11 o'clock when I needed to go into second shift and not just go, I'm having too much fun, I'm going to call in. Do you know how difficult it is to get away with calling in from a club at 11 o'clock to your job and go, yeah, I don't think I can make it tonight. I'm not feeling well, with the jukebox going in the background and people talking. And I don't know how I managed to get away with that. I think it was just kind of one of those cases where, right, we're only 10 years older than you are. We remember what it was like. You can have this one, 2 more this year, and we're going to write you up.
Yeah.
We were young.
I seen a comment. It's probably been a couple of years ago. Somebody called in, said, "I'm experiencing anal blindness." Anal blindness? Yeah, I don't see my ass coming into work today.
Yeah, I have used that. Anal glaucoma.
I should do that the day after my last day and go, sorry, I just don't see myself coming in anymore. Of course, I have also threatened to climb up in the oak tree out in the front yard and get a sprig of mistletoe and pin it to my back belt loop and wear that to work and go, y'all can kiss my ass goodbye. I won't do it, but I should. I really should, just for the comedic timing.
Lindsay's a good shot. Have her just shoot the mistletoe out of the tree.
Lindsay's a better shot than I am. You think
That's what I said.
where
Have her
the
do it.
ammo is? I want to live, honey.
Just give her enough to shoot down the mistletoe, and then you can take it away from her again. And then you'll have your mistletoe for your last day of work.
Explain to me where
Your
this
ass
take
day
it,
at work.
take it away from her again comes in. This is the part I really want to experience right there.
That's where you go. Here, honey, let me hold the gun while you pick up the mistletoe.
She's too smart for that shit. You've met her, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you need a distraction, Dan. And I probably can't make it down there in enough time.
It'd be worth it. I pay your gas money. Oh,
Video or it didn't happen.
it ain't ever going to happen. Believe me. I'm trying to stay alive. We just had that discussion earlier tonight, she and I. If anything untoward ever happened to me, how is she ever going to get through all my my bank accounts and whatnot, and get the bills paid, and make sure that she had living expenses and whatnot? And I'm going, you know, that's a very good question. Now, you see this printout right here of all the passwords I've ever had in my life. Just have to figure out which one goes to which account, and my computer saves everything. So she actually could, if she got bold, she could come in here and she could clean out every bank account I have ever had in my life that still has $1 in it. And I would not be able to stop her. Fortunately,
she's not that kind.
This has never occurred to her exactly.
Because she's not malicious. She's not going to think of doing a malicious thing.
Well, no, but the thing is, she's been screwed over a few times in her life. It's taken me 18 years to convince her that, hey, I'm not going to do that. I'm not ever going to do that. So here's this, here's that. Here are the keys to the kingdom. Here is the bank account. Everything just, honey, relax. I'm not about to run off with your money when I could run off with mine instead if I was a running off kind. No. I signed a lifetime contract. Till death do us part. She's never going to want for anything. I will do without in order to keep her from doing without. I've done it before. I can do it again. There's no problem. I am just built that way. This is the way that my parents raised me. Honor, duty. Something about fish.
Excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Joey, I was looking at your wood at Donna and Carl's house. They were posting your wood for all the world to see.
That's all right.
Yep.
He's proud of it. He puts it on display. It's good enough. I mean, seriously.
It's his prominent display in my library where I can see it. I was going to put it on my door, but I'm like, I don't ever use that door because my key won't lock it.
I saw that there was, I'm like, it's Joey's wood.
And for those who haven't seen that post, you can see my wood every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
The burning is love.
Hmm.
Make sure you have all your shots before you watch.
Amen.
It's gotten pretty.
I don't know. There's been moments in there when I had to take a few extra shots while I was watching, but
we make it fun and entertaining.
So you saw the New Year's episode.
I was probably there. I can't swear to it. I've slept since then.
I think
At
you
least
were.
at least an hour or two. Oh. No, I did have to go to work on January 2nd, so
It was at 6:00 Eastern.
I know. I can't swear to be awake at that hour, but I can't swear to be awake at any hour at any day anymore because catnaps are a thing. And now I stayed up way late last night.
Because you were celebrating your next to last day of work.
We'll run with that, yes.
That's the only thing you're going to run with? I mean, don't run with scissors or anything.
I don't run with scissors. I run with swords.
Ooh.
Why do you think Nick puts up with me?
Because he thinks you're one of the old gods of Appalachia. Appalachia, it's easy for me to say.
Evidently.
I can't with all honesty, I cannot swear that he is incorrect. I do not know. All I know is my parents were formally introduced, and that's it.
They went
However,
to court, and the next thing you know, they got married.
I have no idea of anything that happened before I was alive. So maybe Mom and Dad actually were mythological figures at one time, and I'm just very happy to be here. Excellent. Got no idea.
No.
So you're their Apollo. Well, in my religion, you're their Thor.
More like they're Loki.
No. The movie does not have it right. Loki is not related to anybody.
I know. Just kind of. If I was adopted, I don't have any idea of it, and it's never been hinted. But if you ever saw photographs of my dad and my mom, you would know right then. Yes, there is no way that this is an accident. Somebody planned this, and I think there's a reason why my birthday is about 9 months after Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. So Dan was a labor of love.
I don't think there was that much labor involved, but there was an awful lot of love. And maybe a box of chocolates.
That
The world will never.
I'm trying so hard to be good here.
Yeah,
I really am.
It doesn't work.
No. Chris, I'm more the labor one, and there was no chocolates involved. Probably a lot of alcohol.
I wouldn't rule that out in my case either. Not not a lot, but you know,
I don't know how tall the mailman was.
I don't know, but my birth mama was awfully, awfully busy. She had 10 kids, and only two of us shared the same father.
I saw this thing on YouTube the other day.
I was not there. I didn't do it.
I saw this thing on YouTube. There's a channel called MK, and they read Reddit posts and funny things. And somebody had sent this woman a text. It was from her grandmother, and the grandmother said, "All your generation thinks about is sex." And then that woman found a picture of her grandmother and her grandfather with 20 children in a line against the side of the house. And she was like, she was like, yeah, Grandma. And then the narrator that was reading this said, "God, man, stay off of her."
Yep.
I like my cigar, but I take it out every once in a while.
Yep.
I have no idea where the rest of this is going. We've only got like 9 minutes left, and I'm going. Oh,
yes.
How can I? Oh,
Joe's got it.
How can I ever top this show? And I'm going. Oh, well, Saturday night we'll find out, won't we?
Well, that, and after this we have the green room, which is open. So since the green room switched to Discord, it's got an open door policy.
Well, yeah, I'm already there, and I think I'm beginning to live there. This is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing by any means.
At least until his books are due.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I am under contract. I've still got to write 3 more. Well, nobody's paid me anything yet, so I'm on my own schedule. But I do want all those, plus the 2 that are already there, waiting in the line, patiently, to be given to an editor so I can go, oh, did I really write that? Okay, let me fix it.
You do know he's
watching. If not right now, he'll be watching tomorrow. Yes, my publisher is patient, but I hate to have to behave, but I do have to behave. But
you got to get her done.
Yep.
Again.
You do realize he's the Toastmaster at Chattacon, don't you?
Well, I won't be there, but everybody that is going to be in for a treat because he's damn good.
Oh yeah,
he's very witty.
Have you never seen any of his Instagram videos?
I have seen a few that probably were copied from Instagram to YouTube. I am not on Instagram. I am thinking seriously about deleting my my Twitter account because I find that totally useless. I don't think in paragraphs. I think in novels. So it's really hard for me to compose something in that few characters.
I think you could get it down to essay form, Dan.
I've done that before. I've done that before, and I will essay that essay as it comes to do.
For that comment, I think there is an assay that has to happen.
I don't have that. I don't have that clip on mine. That is in Stupid O'Clock. I have not transferred it to Last Man Standing. I think. Let me check. Nope.
Well, get it together and get it over here.
I'm paying the bills for both channels. I'm not.
That could be taken several ways, Donna.
Oh, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?
Chris, you can take it any way you like. Yes, Daniel dear.
Oh my.
Give me just a minute.
There it goes. I saw the look on your face. Oh, there it goes again. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be doing this.
Why not?
Somehow I always do.
Oh yeah.
One day I'm going to have to rewrite the outro and make it. I may have to stop using the bedtime story because.
Well, you can't now. Joe uses it for his outro.
Will
uses, or how do I want to word that?
He uses high flight.
No, she's talking about me on my outro.
Okay.
One of the lines says, "Unlike Last Man Standing, there is no bedtime story."
I might have to come up with a shorter bedtime story. But I promise not to. I promise not to sing. You can have that one and press it into gold or concrete, however you wish. But if you ever hear me singing, I will have had more than my share of these, and probably don't care what anybody's opinion is, because Lindsay and I have been known to sit here and I won't say sing, but kind of recite David Allen Coe. I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison. And I've actually seen him live. This is weird. I have actually seen him live. Only once. And it was amazing. Chris.
Hey, I didn't do it on air.
Chris. You and Ted Nugent, and I don't even like him. I like you.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Damn, now I got New World Order little intro music.
Where do we go from here?
No, look, I have endeavored to be good on the air. In the private chat, all bets are off.
It's almost time to say goodnight, Gracie.
It really is. Although, you know,
Dan, some of us got to work tomorrow.
I'm just one.
Don't say that four-letter word.
I'm
Okay.
happy for you, Dan. I really am.
Well, so am I. I'm still worried that the universe will find a way to screw me over one last time. But so far,
Not too likely, Dan.
it doesn't look like it is. It doesn't look like it is. I'm not sure that I can trust, but I can verify. So I've been doing that on a daily basis, going, is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? When I on January 2nd, when I went in and I turned in all my vacation forms, my supervisor was not there to sign them.
Mm.
And I got with the lady that does the payroll and go, "Huh? Can we get somebody else to sign this so that I don't have to worry that the company is going to try and fire me before I can retire?"
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "Oh yeah, we can get so and so to sign it." I'm going, "Okay, good." He actually thinks I'm a nice guy. Got him fooled.
Whatever, Dan.
Oh, but
Damn
no,
kids.
I went to her office about 6 hours later, and I go, "Can I have my copy of the vacation forms, the little pink slips?" And she goes, "Oh, why do you?" I go, "Because I don't trust anything. I do not want somebody to phone me up at home and going, you're supposed to be at work right now," and I'm going, "Oh, no, I'm not. I will be there." All right. February the 8th is my last day ever to work. That is a Thursday. We will be having Stupid O'Clock, Last Man Standing on that day. And I would greatly appreciate everyone that has ever been part of either show to be there and laugh at my lack of sobriety.
Would we ever laugh at you, Dan?
We'll be laughing with you.
Dan, can I make one request?
Yes, dear.
On your last day of work, as you're walking out of your job for the last time ever, hire a jazz band and get them to follow you, playing as loudly as they can.
Get one of them New Orleans funeral bands.
Well, really, the only thing that would be suitable was as the Saints go marching in, but this Saint's going to be walking out.
Oh, no. I got one better. The Imperial March. As you're walking out of the place, da 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 da.
No, what he needs to do is have Johnny Paycheck.
I'm thinking more Streets of Bakersfield or Thank God in Greyhound He's Gone.
Take this job and shove it.
Yeah, Johnny Paycheck. Take this job and shove it. Exactly.
I've actually seen him live as well. Good Lord, you're prompting all kinds of memories that I suppressed.
You can always get a pack of these stickers and just, kind of leave them laying around as you leave.
That is great. That's amazing. I probably wouldn't be allowed to have a pack of those because I would get in really serious trouble. But that's amazing.
But you would have so much fun.
Dawn?
What? I can't. They're in the bedroom. I know my bag of dicks is in the bedroom.
This is the one that you gifted me with at Hallowcon. And I'm going,
no, you gifted him to me because somebody gave him to you, and then I said, no, I don't want to take them since they were gifted to you, so I give you your dicks back.
and I missed it. Damn it.
And I'm the one that's supposed to be writing the damn stories.
I said something that was.
Oh my God.
I write the lines that make the whole world groan.
I just say the words that make people roll their eyes at me. Did she really just say
Now,
that?
wait,
Yes,
wait,
she did.
wait a minute. Do we need to call Donna an ambulance?
Donna, you...
But are you late,
I
Gabe?
just... Wait, who broke Donna? Did I break Donna or did Dan break her?
I was nowhere near there 9 months ago. I didn't break anything.
You did when you.
Oh man.
You said you
What?
gave Dan back his dicks.
Breathe, Donna, in and out.
I didn't say anything that was.
Now, wait a minute. That's my line.
No, I'm not sure that was the best thing to say in this particular situation.
Oh, it was, though. It really was.
It was with this group of motley crew of people, yes.
Yeah.
See, that,
All right,
this
all
is
right,
my
all
thing.
right.
All right.
I just have
Good night,
little
Jason.
one-liners.
Oh my God.
Oh, good Lord. Everybody that's been watching, thank you for
Sorry.
coming tonight, or
Not sorry.
however you've reacted.
Is that if you have a bag of dicks or not?
we'll be back with our bag of tricks tomorrow night in the green room, which will not be recorded, and Saturday night, which God,
If
how
you
is
remember
Joe
to
Dog
push-
gonna?
Wait.
Joe Dog is gonna
Hey.
try and top this. I know.
Dan, Saturday night,
Yes.
if you remember to push the button.
Ooh.
Need some aloe, Dan?
You're gonna need some aloe and some lotion.
I now
Uh-oh.
have permission to push your buttons, dear.
Now look, that's just not fair because we have collateral damage here now, okay? Look, this tactical strike has yielded some collateral damage.
Film at 11.
They filmed that? Oh, shit.
Transmission overload. System will shut down. System will shut down. System will shut down.